I'm probably a bit more bruised in the sector, Donal, and probably more sceptical about it rather than being fresh-faced, but it's tremendously difficult to, as a startup company, to sell or distribute into this sector. You've got the Ericssons of the world, and I think we saw you on their slide earlier today. And you've got the big telco providers. And there's a lot of ground between a good idea and getting this to market. Could you just go into a bit more detail about how you actually see this working, how you see yourself generating revenue here, as opposed to we're going to try different routes, which is fine way to start off. How do you see that actually happening?
We're also planning to scale the business through channel sales to people like through IBM and through Juniper. So the idea is direct sales to the market. We're planning to grow our sales team. We're seeking finance to grow our sales team, place it in North America, in Asia Pacific, and in Europe to do direct sales to the telcos. We've been quite successful with that, and we need now to scale it.
Is it a transaction-based model, or is it a licensed software into the telco?
The revenue model we're looking at is on a per user basis. We do have the option to do it on a per transaction basis because we have all the transaction information. So we could explore that with telcos as well.
And I'm trying to understand. I know that one of the major problems with the internet is that all of the companies that you've mentioned there have little bits of it, but they don't control all of it. And what your solution is doing is an end-to-end solution from the user to the transmitter.
That's right.
So, without you getting into the whole world of standards back in the US with internet standards organizations, how do you manage to do that?
What you do is you coordinate. You create a handshaking mechanism, and we're one of the founding companies who've come up with this handshaking mechanism. It's called IPsphere. So we're part of the standard that's creating that handshaking mechanism between the web companies and between the telcos and between the telcos themselves.
It does require the web companies to accept a new standard that they will all work to, is that right?
Well, we're giving them an API so they can have an extra facility to go on to a higher path. Now, okay, that higher path is going to be at a higher price, but the volumes, the penetration that they'll be able to get with the sort of the best effort model, if it'll slow down and digest, the penetration that they might be able to get with the models, the financial models we've done with some of the operators, they'll get 2 or 3% penetration. But once the fast lane is put in place, okay, it'll be at a higher price, but the volumes will be higher, they'll get higher penetration, they get higher earnings.